Well, hi, I'm here. I'm Jody Colegrove, and I wanted to kind of introduce myself. I am a practitioner with quantum techniques. I have been doing quantum techniques since 2006, and I greatly love this work and want to share it with more people. And so we made this video so that you guys can kind of see who I am and what I do as a practitioner and kind of why I do this work, because I enjoy it so much. I got it started with this work because Steve Daniel was a personal friend of our family. And he learned these techniques of quantum techniques, at least when we first started, and he would practice on us. And so early on, he helped me with a trauma that I had in regards to wind. I had a friend in college where a tree had fallen in front of her car when she was going home for a Thanksgiving holiday. And she came back to the dorm, and we were all very scared. And ever since then, I should say actually that trauma kind of resonated with another trauma where there was a lot of wind in my town. And I remember holding on to my mom's hand, and the wind was almost blowing me sideways, and I was scared of losing a hold of my mom. So wind was always kind of a trauma for me, and Steve helped clear that. And so now these days I don't have an issue when it's windy out. So another thing that Steve kind of early on helped me with is food traumas. I had broken up with a boyfriend, and like good old teenagers, I went to the store and we bought some cookie dough ice cream and started eating that, and it got connected with, if I'm not feeling good, then I should go eat cookie dough ice cream. So he helped get rid of that so that I could keep a good waistline. After I got married and we decided that we wanted to have children, we started having difficulties in not being able to get pregnant. And so I had known what Steve did, obviously, all these years. So I decided, okay, we tried all the IUIs and the IVFs and the normal procedures they send you through, and after the doctor kind of said, we don't know. We don't know what's going on. I went to Steve and I said, okay, what's going on here? And he was able to clear the issue that I had, so I was able to get pregnant in about 5 months. And that was profound enough in my life, and that healing, because I knew the kind of trauma I had been through and the emotional impact that something like that has on your life, that I wanted to share this work with more people. So I said I really wanted to learn quantum techniques and share it with more people, so I started the training process. So that's kind of what's led me to where I am now. Some of the things that I have had healing since then is that I've skied all my life, and sure enough, thought I was going to go skiing again, and after I hadn't done it for a while, and I broke my leg. I had a tibial plateau fracture. So I during sitting on the ski slopes, I started running through the trauma code and healing that trauma. I didn't have much pain because of that, so I got the leg, operated on and put back together, and used quantum techniques through that whole process from start to finish, so that I didn't have any issues to come up or any barriers to that healing. And today I'm skiing again and have had absolutely no problems with my leg. So that was obviously a blessing in my life, because I truly wanted to make sure I could walk again. Another thing that I have been able to heal from, which was a profound, a little bit sometimes more concrete, even though the other ones were huge, is that I had a plantar wart on the bottom of my foot for 11 years. It just kind of never went away, and I'd had several doctors look at it, burn it, do this, do that, take vitamin A, which a lot of times they tell you. After, I think the last procedure, he said, well, that's the strongest chemical I know of to work on you. Right about that time is when Steve Daniel came up with the curtain scan. And so I used it on the plantar wart, and within 2 weeks it was gone and has never come back. And sometimes when you see such a visual change like that, because I've had it for that many years, that was pretty profound. So those are some of the things that I've worked on. I've also worked with healing pets, and I've done a couple teleclinics in regards to that. Also working with kids and kids' issues, whether it's traumas that the kids have, whether like swimming or trauma, just a number of things. Another thing is that, dealing with tantrums with kids, and then parents dealing with tantrums with kids. So there's just a big variety of issues that I've worked with quantum techniques and have enjoyed working with. Why do I do quantum techniques? So kind of already mentioned, and you hopefully can see, I have a real passion for doing quantum techniques. I enjoy learning and enjoying finding out that every person's body is different, and that when we test it, we're finding out, and being that detective on finding out what those symptoms are meaning. In other words, your body is trying to communicate something to you, and we want to find out what it is and help you on your own journey to find out what that is, both physically and what that is non-physically. And so that's kind of why we're here, and that's why I enjoy it. I also like to help people connect not only to themselves, but also to the God and the divine. So I'm hoping that you choose to not want to be sick and tired anymore, and I look forward to getting started. So give me a call. Thanks.